Hi, I'm Jim Pickenich with First Line Equipment, and today I want to go over the new machines by Pasquini, G4 Espresso machines. There are 3 versions of this machine, and these machines are replacing the Livia 90 series, which have been around for over 15 years. And the Livia 90s actually started the prosumer market back in the late 90s. The 3 models that we have is the standard G4, and as you can see, all the body panels are off because we're going to be going over the inside. This has a moderate pressure stat. There is no PID controller, and this is on the low end of the new series. Semi-automatic. The next one is a semi-automatic with a PID temperature controller, and then a full automatic with a PID temperature controller. Difference between semi-automatic and full automatic: semi-automatic, you turn the coffee on and turn the button off to stop the coffee extraction or espresso extraction. The full automatic, you have a single dose button, a double dose, and a semi-automatic button. The PID temperature controllers are here on the front display, and you can control the temperature of the coffee boiler. On the low-end model with the moderate pressure stat, you have a pressure stat that's located right here, and there's a screw in there to adjust the temperature of the boiler higher or lower. Some of the similarities on these machines, of course, the frame, the body style, the joystick controls for the hot water and the steam. On the steam side, you can lock them into the full open position. And then also the group head. As you would look in here, in the group head we have the pipe for the water flowing in. The group head has a heating element inside that's controlled by a thermostat. This is the same for all 3 versions. You have your 3-way solenoid valve for the group head. You have your OPV, overpressure valve, which you can adjust here. And one of the notable differences is on the lower end model, you have a dual gauge, one for the pump pressure, which is on the bottom, and then you have the boiler pressure. The 2 PID models only have a pump pressure gauge, and the reason is because you don't need to see the boiler pressure, you have a PID controller. Getting inside the machine again, you have a nickel-plated boiler, 1.5 liters, the same across the board, nickel-plated OPV. The brain unit is in the rear, on the bottom, away from heat. One of the things that we didn't like about the Livia 90 is that the brain unit was near the top and on next to the boiler. So they really did a good job placing that brain unit there. And then on the other side you have your boiler refill valve, you have your vacuum breaker valve, you have your safety valve on the back side over here, and you have your 41 watt Ulca pump. People sometimes look at the Ulca pumps and say 41 watts, 52 watts. When you speak to our technicians or master technician, that 9, 10, 11 watts is not really a big difference. Actually, if you look at the specs on the Ulca website, take a look there and see how long you can run the pump for and the noise of the pump. Not a significant difference when you're choosing an espresso machine with the vibration pump. Okay, and then on the bottom, for all 3 machines, you actually have an access plate. There's a safety valve there. Safety thermostat that you can reset in case the machine doesn't heat, and also gives you access if you need to replace the heating element. Typically, you don't need to replace it unless on these 2 models, the low end and the PID semi-automatic, when you're filling the boiler for the first time, when water's coming out of the reservoir, pinch the hose. Make sure you hear a different pump noise. If you hear a different pump noise, that way you pinch it, means it's pumping water and getting into the boiler. If it's not, stop the machine and contact us or your retailer who you purchased from. Okay, and if you don't do that, you can burn out the heating element. On the PID with the automatic dosing, there's actually a safety feature in the boiler where there's an actual extra wire that goes to the top of the boiler. See, there's 2 wires. The heating element won't go on unless it reaches, the water level reaches over the point over the heating element. If you look in here also, here's the PID sensor, which is directly into the boiler. It's not surface mounted, it's actually into the boiler. And the PID controller is here, and again the regular brain unit is here, and then you'll see on these two models as well. Nice touch particle filter for the larger particles so they don't block up your pump. And the nice part on these machines is the power switch. There's a rubber insert that's here. And last but not least, the water tank level sensor has a cover on it, and it's micro switch capable to shut off the machine when the water level is getting low. Not empty, but low. And back here is a back view of the machine as well. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and thank you for visiting First Line's website. Have a great day.